All right, guys. I know it's been a minute since we've been out here in the shop on the shaper, just out here in general. Been sick for the last week and a half with some type of respiratory bug, and it has not been fun, but we are finally back out here in the shop. Gonna get back to work on this. You can see, previous owner decided to do some nice little sheet metal job here. Must have thought it was too bad to pull the motor out and replace the cord that way, so they cut a hole inside of it. So we're going to get back with our couple coats of base layer paint. It's Rust-Oleum Gloss Smoke Gray. And this is going to go on real easy. Ought to be a nice good finish and match all the other tools I've done. So let's get to it. All right, we're back. I just got the first coat of paint laid down on it. Turned out pretty nice. Had a few runs, but it's probably because my paint is old. I think it's about a year old. I got a lot of paint last year when well, actually, never mind. The paint's a couple years old because I got all of it when I restored the bandsaw. So I'm going to come back and do the edge of the table in gloss black. And then the same thing with this cast iron foot down here. I'm going to do that in gloss black. And then that leaves just a few of the other body panels, including the cover for that homemade cutout there that the previous owner did to put in a new power cord. So all I have left to paint is some of this stuff here. I have the hand wheel. I'm going to come back and do this gray on the inside. I'm going to polish up the outside again. This was gray originally, but going back with the black and gray theme, I'm probably going to do that black. The scale here, I'm going to go ahead and go back with gray again. And some of the other stuff here is just going to be gray. Rewiring the switch box and the motor is going to be a huge pain, but that's going to be another day. And I have the doors down here. I'm going to pull the badges off and the knobs off, polish up the knobs, get that chrome shining again, clean the badges, and repaint the doors and get everything put back together. So this is turning out pretty good. It's going a little bit slower than I thought it would or hoped it would because I was sick for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and I'm kind of under the gun on a few other projects. So as you can see here, I have a huge pile of boards, a bunch of 2x4 12s, 2x6 12s, 1x6 12s, and 1x8 12s. And this is all going to be made into Adirondack chairs and garden benches. I may or may not have a video posted on these. Maybe the Adirondack chairs. The garden benches will probably wait for another time. But I know this video is quick and kind of rushed. I should be getting back into the swing of things and getting actual content pushed out again. But this is my favorite part because now it's really starting to shape up. So if y'all enjoyed the video, I know this one was kind of short and weird and a hodgepodge of crap, so please go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, leave me a comment, and stick around. I'll see y'all next time. Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to start putting on some of this black paint on the cast iron foot of the shaper. I'm going to be doing some gloss black and I've already got it taped off. I'm not going to tape off too much. I don't really need to. So we'll get this shook up and get to it. So it's going to take that much. I went ahead and did a nice good coat of the gloss gray as a base, and this black ought to really look nice on it. I think that's going to look pretty sharp right there. This will be really nice when it's done. You can hear something in the background. It's just a battery charger. Yeah, I'm really liking that. This is turning out really good. I'm going to go ahead. I know y'all can't see it, but I'm going to go ahead and get this other side all done. Don't really have a lot of room over here for the camera since we got that battery on the charger. Now, some of y'all are probably going to cringe and freak out that I'm doing this and deviating from the original paint, or at least the original style of paint, but I think this is going to look sharp, and it's my shop, and I will be the one using it every day, so I don't really care. As long as it looks good to me, it don't matter. And that's something else too. A lot of people are afraid to deviate from original. I mean, I wouldn't go painting this green like a Powermatic because it's a Delta, but you know, when it comes to restoring old stuff, I mean, you can always put your own little touch and flair on it. So let me reposition the camera and we'll do the top edge of the table. All right, now we're going to start on this black band up top, and I'm just going to take a sheet of plywood, it's a little leftover scrap piece of 1/4 inch, and just use this as a board to help keep the overspray off the cabinet. I'm just going with a really light coat on this. The gray has already made our good base coat, so the only thing this has to do is just kind of stick to the gray. And I am really liking this. This made a good little accent. All right, that's that. Now that the black is done, at least this coat anyways. I'll probably do one more coat. Not sure if you can see it or not, but right there and really around the top of the cabinet, I did have a few runs, so I went back and sanded them smooth, and I'm going to go ahead and respray that to clean that up some. I'm just going to wipe it down real quick, get off any of that sanding residue. But as you can tell, it is not hard to restore old equipment. Now granted, I'm not doing a rebuild. That is a little bit more challenging, but old equipment is nothing to be afraid of. It is a tremendous value for what you get. You get some of the highest quality tools and equipment for some of the lowest possible prices, and it will outlast most of the new equipment you can buy off the shelf or off a showroom floor. And that goes for a lot of things. So just gonna blend this back in up top. I know, not repositioning the camera, but this is strictly just to get it done, and that's it. I will do a walk around, so that way y'all can see the final product. And I have a feeling I'm going to have to go back in between coats of this black paint and scuff it up some because it's wanting to orange peel. So probably should have done that from the get-go, but oh well. Hopefully that'll be fine. Oh no, it's starting to orange peel here too, where I just resprayed the gray. That's no good. I'd rather have the runs. Oh, that's orange peeling the base layer because I didn't let it dry long enough. Well, once this fully dries, I'll come back and I'll sand it and then I'll touch it up again because that's my fault. So, let me let the camera off the tripod here. I don't know if you can, it'll focus in on that. Yep, that's what happens when you don't let your paint dry and you spray another coat on top of it, it orange peels. So, since I'm a dummy and I did that on the top and the base, we'll go ahead and call it here and let this video end, and I'll fix this off camera because I'm an idiot. And after that, we'll come back, pull all the tape and the paper off, and should be doing the wiring. I may or may not do that on camera. I might just come back and show you the final results. So remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching.